I mean, I think there's a huge tension in all these voices that start as you're a little kid telling you who and what you're supposed to be. And then that inner voice that's really telling you who and what you want to be. And I think for most of us, that inner voice doesn't necessarily agree with what we hear out in the world from our parents and society and Instagram and all those places that are and marketing, right? We have all of these marketing structures, these commercials and these ads. They're telling us how we want to be, who we want to be, what we want to look like, what we want to sound like. They're doing this because they want to sell us things. But the mental messages we're really getting is this is how to be what we're supposed to be. But I don't think that necessarily tracks with what we feel inside. For you, what you felt inside is I want to be a football player, right? For me, it was I want to have these deep conversations. I want to write. I want to public speak. I want to make a difference in the world. But what society was telling me is you need to be like your father. You should be a doctor. You'll make a lot of money. You'll get a lot of respect. That's what you should be doing. And so I think that's why most of us feel lost, because all these messages we're getting from the outside don't necessarily connect with what we really want when it comes to purpose and identity on the inside. And most people are really struggling not to listen to those messages and to start listening more deeply to who and what they want to be. But most of us fail at it. And this is why we have regrets of the dying. This is why people on their deathbeds start saying, man, I wish I had done that. Yeah. And the reason why is there's all these forces pushing us away from listening to our internal voice and intuition, which is saying, boy, you really love this. Why not do more of it? Listen, if you have kids, especially if you have had more than one kid, you know, most like 2 and 3 year olds are laughing and playing and seem so happy. What changes? Why are kids so joyous and adults, by the time you hit like 7 or 8, man, you don't act that way anymore? Like that joy, the giggling, the playing, the silliness, it all starts getting moderated over time. I think we lose that connection to our joy and our passion. And I think it's 100% society. And it's not just our parents. I mean, our parents mean well. They try to tell us what they think we should be. But again, it's all these messages. It's the TV. It's the marketing. It's the ads. It's all these third parties out there that have even ulterior motives for giving us these images. And that becomes purpose. And so what happens is a lot of us, purpose becomes fulfilling these societal roles or these Instagram pictures or these views that have been ingrained in us since we started watching TV and listening to radio and listening to our parents and hearing our teachers. And so we struggle to create an internal image that meets that external image. But that also creates conflict because ultimately, I don't think our internal image actually wants to be those things. Right. So we're trying to change out of who we are into something we think we're supposed to be. Whereas I think true happiness might be more embracing who we actually are.